Welcome back to Greg's Preaching Right Division. So a lot of people think that John 3:16 is the gospel, and that's all you need. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not have perished, but have everlasting life. But after John 3:16 was written, it talks about a man named Lazarus. Now, Lazarus believed in Jesus, but Lazarus didn't die and go to heaven. The thief on the cross didn't die and go to heaven. The thief on the cross first mocked Jesus. But the thief on the cross, when he died, after he said, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And so the thief on the cross, Lazarus, everybody before the cross, let's talk about in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John when people believed in Jesus. Thief on the cross did, Lazarus, they died, but they didn't go to heaven. See, Jesus didn't go to heaven when he died on the cross. Jesus said after he died, he was in the earth for 3 days and 3 nights as Jonah was in the whale. I'll be in the earth 3 days and 3 nights. And then after he arose, before he ascended, he said, touch me not. I have not ascended to my Father and to your Father. So the thief on the cross and Jesus went to Abraham's bosom for 3 days and 3 nights. The thief on the cross finally went to heaven with everybody in Abraham's bosom after Jesus died. So the gospel is not believe in Jesus Christ. If it was, Jesus didn't have to die on it. Jesus also said, if there was another way, I don't have to bear this cup. If there's another way, I don't have to bear this cup. What cup was he praying hard about that he didn't? If there was another way he didn't have to bear, it was the cross. No, the cross is the only way you're going to be saved to heaven. Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection, and his shed blood at Calvary. You can preach John 3:16, but I'm telling you, that is a partial gospel. Things in part. That one's not done away with. That's actually just a part of the gospel. It's a part of the perfect gospel. The perfect gospel is, you have to believe in Jesus. Of course you do. But Jesus had to die on the cross. And then he had to ascend to heaven, and he had to send the Comforter who convicts the world of sin. And the Comforter is the first step of salvation because he convicts you of your sin. And then you either say yes to God or you say no to God. You either repent at the cross in prayer or you don't. But it's not John 3:16 by itself. See you next time. Greg's Preaching Right Division.